actually have a plan for today's video, but I have just been sitting and thinking, and the closer I get to turning 30, which will be a week from tomorrow, the more I have sat and reviewed my life and mostly the mistakes because that's the personality I am. And I thought maybe I could share one or two of them. Yeah. I feel like up until I turned 18, my only real regrets were I had my mom buy me a class ring and it was stupid and childish and I didn't need it. And it was a waste of money. And I do feel bad about that. But, it wasn't until I branched out on my own that I really decided to start making mistakes. So, I turned 18, I started working at Kmart in town, and I moved into the dorms for college with friend A that I used to go fishing with, and everyone's like, don't move in with your friend, you'll hate her, and we're like, meh, we'll be fine. We lived in a tent together. She would stay up all night talking to boys on the computer, and I am a sensitive sleeper, so if it's not dark and there's not like music playing, I don't sleep. So I would end up staying up, and she would just get mad at me and tell me I would need a boyfriend to get over it. And her friend tried to give me those earplugs, and I don't like things in my ears, so I tried them for a couple nights. But she found a boy for me to talk to, and I had met him once before. He was the son of my former music teacher from elementary school, and he seemed so cool at the time. We talked and talked, and I met him, we liked each other, we talked, but it became very apparent as time went on that even if we were the same age, we were not the same. He was known for having strings of girls and for drinking and doing pot, and I was very dumb and naive and thought that was fine. I don't know. I did a lot of stupid shit with him. I did. And then on summer vacation, I got a job where he worked, and I was so happy that I could be near him. And he's like, hey, let's go to the gas station and get a snack after work. So I do, and he's like, yeah, I'm breaking up with you. It's like, really? We've been dating for like 6 months. How can you do that? And yeah, he could, because he was a jerk. Which just then caused me to do more stupid things. I'm sure my mom remembers those times very well. I drank quite a bit then, and I hadn't done drugs. I just drank and played pool and hung out with very seedy people I should not have been hanging out with. And then ex-boyfriend started dating a person who was underage, and that went well. I tried to convince him not to do it, but hell, if he was going to listen to me. Go to college the next semester, he meets a girl that does convince him to stop, and while dating her, he kept hitting on me, and I was dumb and lonely, even though I had this other guy telling me that I didn't need this piece of trash. I didn't listen, and I went back, and we were together another 3 months, 3 or 4, before I met my husband's friend, and he seemed worth leaving this guy for. This guy that I had already invested so much of my time and energy and money. I gave him so much money because I was a goddamn idiot. And yeah, my car doesn't have a front face because I was an idiot. And I keep wanting to make that right. But, you know, you think you're in love and you're an idiot and you do things. You learn, just like with my husband's friend. I thought this guy was so much better. He was in the Navy, he was so nice and clean cut, and he played video games, and I don't know, he was just completely different. So I fell. I was like, okay. And he had me come out to Hawaii to visit him, and it was nice, and he gave me a little ring, but then a month later he texted me and said we were done. Because that's what he does. He gets bored with things. Every video game he plays, he's into it for a week or two, maybe a month if it's super good, and then he's done. And I didn't know that despite my husband's warnings. And then I ended up with my husband. So, in the end, it all worked out, and I wouldn't be the person I am now if I hadn't been rolled down the ever-long mountain of stupid. So, I can't be wholly mad. I can just be sad that I did a few things wrong, and I wish I could go back and change them. But I'm with my husband now, and I don't regret that. I wouldn't change that. And I'm happy I am here. And I'm happy he is here. And we have had our share of troubles that I will eventually find the emotional resolve to talk about. But it was hard enough talking about this, and I didn't even do details. I'm so sad. But I don't know. I just want everyone to know that you can make these fuck-ups. I dated someone who, for a short time, was a drug dealer. And I'm fine now. I know it's not the case for everyone, but if you try, you can get yourself away from those situations. And you don't have to fall to their level. You can come back up. And you can walk free. And even though the second guy hurt me, he got me away from the first. So, as much as I'm mad about how it ended, I'm grateful for being away from that terrible life I was almost in. And then I have my husband, who I will say has probably saved me. I was so angry years ago. And I used to throw things and scream. But I think I've gotten better. He might beg to differ. But I feel like I've gotten better. And I hope to only have good things from now on. And I am trying to convince him to come and do some memories with me, because we have many memories together I would like to share. We've gone on trips and done things, and there's our wedding, that fiasco. But, yeah. I don't think that's too bad. 3 boyfriends. One ended up being a husband. The other 2 did propose, but, you know, thank God, no. But I have no idea if I got across what I was trying to get across, hi Aries. But this is how it ended up coming out, so I hope it's not horrible. And if you're wondering why the cats are skulking around, our garage roof back there is being redone, and they do not like the people. So, okay. I hope you have a good day, and I will see you next time, hopefully with more smiles and less depression. So, bye everyone.